Take a deep breath, Gemini. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the energy around you. The air seems to shimmer with possibility, doesn't it? You've been sensing change for a while now, not loud or dramatic at first, but quiet, like the sound of leaves before a storm. There's a part of you that's ready to rise again. And tonight, the cards are here to tell you exactly why. As I shuffle the deck, I can feel your dual nature at play. That beautiful Gemini gift of seeing both light and shadow, of moving between laughter and silence, of knowing that truth has many colors. This reading isn't just a prediction, it's a mirror. A story about where you've been, where you are, and the person you're becoming. 7 cards, 7 chapters of transformation. The first card that reveals itself is the Tower. And I can already feel your heart tighten, because the Tower isn't an easy card to see. But Gemini, this isn't destruction. This is liberation disguised as chaos. This card speaks of a moment when everything that was false, everything that no longer had roots in truth, was shaken apart. Maybe for some of you this happened recently. A sudden breakup, a job ending, or a realization that a certain version of yourself could no longer survive. The Tower doesn't come to punish you. It comes to free you from what's been limiting your spirit. You may have felt like your world was falling apart, but in truth, it was being rebuilt from the ground up. And I feel that deep inside, you already know this, because Geminis are masters of reinvention. You don't cling to old skins for long. You evolve. The Tower here tells me you're in the aftermath of something big, or maybe just stepping into the clarity that follows the storm. The dust is settling now, and in that silence, a new truth is waiting for you to claim it. You've outgrown the version of yourself that used to play small, that used to settle for almost. This is the moment you stop rebuilding from fear and start rebuilding from power. The second card to appear is the Magician, and I can't help but smile. The Tower and the Magician together, that's pure alchemy. This is you, Gemini, standing in front of the universe with every tool you need. Your voice, your mind, your creativity, your adaptability. This is the rebirth after the fall. You're rediscovering your power to shape reality through intention. The Magician says, remember who you are. You're not just reacting to life, you're creating it. In this phase, your thoughts are magnetic. What you focus on will expand. So it's time to get clear on what you truly want. The universe isn't confused, Gemini, but sometimes you are. The Magician reminds you that you can't manifest from indecision. You need a vision, a direction, even if it's not perfect. And I see that many of you have been holding back your full potential because of fear. Fear of being too much, fear of failing, fear of what happens if you actually succeed. But now, the Magician asks you to step into your own voice. Speak your truth out loud. Write it, dream it, breathe it into being. You have the power to turn your ideas into form. And what's beautiful here is how the Magician balances what the Tower destroyed. One cleared the ground, the other plants the seed. So if you've recently lost something or someone, know this, the emptiness you feel isn't absence. It's space. Space for creation. Space for your next chapter to take shape. The third card is the Lovers, and this couldn't be more perfect for you, Gemini, because the Lovers is your card. It carries your very essence. It's not just about romance, though love could certainly be involved. It's about alignment. It's about choices that bring you back into harmony with your true self. The Lovers appear when a universe is asking you to choose from the heart, not from fear. Some of you are at a crossroads right now, between an old path that feels safe but stagnant, and a new one that feels uncertain but alive. The Lovers tell you that you already know which path is right for you. The only thing holding you back is the hesitation to believe you deserve that kind of joy, that kind of peace. But you do, Gemini. You've earned it. You've walked through fire and lightning and still found beauty in the ashes. For others, the Lovers point to a new relationship or a deeper commitment within an existing one. But even then, this card isn't just about the other person. It's about how that love reflects the love you're learning to give yourself. The Magician teaches you to create, The Lovers teach you to connect, to unite your divine masculine and feminine energy, your mind and your heart, your desire and your destiny. This is where you begin to understand that love isn't something you chase. It's something you become. There's a tenderness in this card that feels like healing. You're starting to remember that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the bridge between souls. So whether this is about love, purpose, or self-identity, the Lovers confirm that you are entering a time of reunion with your truth, with your power, with your purpose. The first 3 cards already tell a story of rebirth. The Tower broke the illusion. The Magician restored your power. The Lovers open your heart. You're moving through a cycle of transformation that's not random. It's divine choreography. And I can feel that the next part of your journey will take you even deeper into that awakening. As we move deeper into your reading, Gemini, I can feel the energy shifting. It's softer now. Not the crash of thunder, but the slow rising of sunlight after the storm. The first 3 cards have already revealed your strength, your power to rebuild, and your heart's desire to realign with truth. Now the next phase begins, the phase where that new you begins to take shape in the real world. The 4th card that comes forward is the Chariot, and immediately there's movement, fast, determined, unstoppable. This is your reminder that no matter how uncertain you felt, the universe is giving you the green light. The Chariot is your drive, your discipline, your courage in motion. It's the energy of claiming victory, not by chance, but through willpower. You've already done the inner work. You've faced the collapse, rediscovered your voice, reconnected with your truth. Now the Chariot asks, what are you going to do with that power? I see you at a crossroads again, but this time you're not standing still. You're steering your life forward. The Chariot says it's time to trust your direction, even if not everyone understands it. You might have people around you questioning your choices, doubting your new path, or projecting their fears onto your dreams. But this card tells you clearly, stay in your lane. The Chariot is about focus. You can't control the terrain, but you can control the wheels. Keep your eyes on the horizon. The universe is aligning to your movement, not your hesitation. This card also holds a powerful message about balance. The 2 sphinxes or horses pulling the Chariot often move in opposite directions. That's symbolic of your inner duality, Gemini. One side of you wants freedom, the other wants security. One side wants to take risks, the other wants to play safe. The Chariot reminds you that your success doesn't come from silencing one side. It comes from steering both in harmony. You don't have to choose between your logic and your heart. You just have to let them move together toward the same purpose. You're entering a period of momentum now. It's as if the universe is saying, enough preparation. It's time. You're ready to move, ready to launch, ready to speak your truth into the world. The Chariot tells me you've overcome the hardest part, self-doubt. And from here, every step you take will be guided by strength and alignment. You're no longer running from the past. You're driving toward your future. The 5th card that reveals itself is the 9 of Pentacles, and this energy feels like a deep exhale after the intensity of the journey so far. The 9 of Pentacles is the card of self-sufficiency, of independence, of enjoying the rewards of your labor. It's you standing tall in your garden, surrounded by the abundance you've created through your own resilience. There's peace here, but not the kind of peace that comes from stillness. It's the peace that comes from knowing you've earned every bit of it. For many Geminis, this card marks a turning point in your material world. Career success, financial improvement, or recognition for your talents. But deeper than that, it's emotional independence. You're learning to find validation not from who loves you, but from what you know you've built. This is the moment where you realize you are your own foundation. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone anymore. The person you were building in silence is finally ready to be seen. There's a quiet power in this card, the energy of someone who has been through the storm, who has healed, who has grown, and who now walks in grace. The Nine of Pentacles doesn't chase, it attracts. You've stepped into a vibration where life begins to mirror your self-worth. The more you recognize your own value, the more the world reflects it back to you. And you deserve it, Gemini. After all the chaos, the heartbreak, the uncertainty, this is your harvest season. But I also sense something subtle here, a loneliness that sometimes hides beneath the surface of independence. The Nine of Pentacles often appears when someone has mastered solitude but still longs for connection. It's beautiful to stand strong alone, but don't close your heart completely. Remember the lovers, you were never meant to walk this world disconnected from others. Independence is your strength, but love, both giving and receiving, remains your purpose. And that brings us to the sixth card, Judgment. When Judgment appears, it's like the universe ringing a bell, calling your spirit to attention. This card is your awakening, the moment you rise from the old story completely. It's the card of forgiveness, release, and higher purpose. You've already rebuilt. You've reclaimed your power. You've found your peace. Now, Judgment asks, what are you meant to do with it? There's a destiny unfolding here, Gemini, and it's tied to your voice, the way you communicate, express, and connect. You've always been a messenger, a storyteller, a bridge between worlds. Judgment tells me that your experiences weren't random. The pain you went through, the lessons you learned, the transformation you lived, all of it shaped you into the person who can now guide others. For some of you, this might mean a literal calling, stepping into teaching, healing, or creative work that uplifts others. For others, it's a spiritual awakening, a moment of deep understanding that your life is bigger than you thought. Judgment also asks you to let go, truly let go of the past, not just the people, but the guilt, the resentment, the shame, the what-ifs. You can't rise if you're still holding on to what buried you. This is a card of redemption, but it begins with forgiveness, especially toward yourself. There's a message here that feels very personal. You did the best you could with what you knew, and now that you know better, you can live better. The past no longer defines you, it refines you. The sound of this card is like a soul calling itself home. It's the final release, the one that frees you to step into your next era fully. And when Judgment appears after the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles, it means you've done more than survive. You've transcended. You're no longer playing small. You're ready to take the wisdom of your journey and turn it into purpose. You're rising, Gemini. Every scar has turned into strength, every ending into a beginning. The universe has watched you break, rebuild, and now prepare to fly. The next and final card will complete this story, tying together everything you've been through. The fall, the creation, the love, the movement, the independence, the awakening. And it's coming now, the card that reveals the full meaning of this transformation. The seventh and final card reveals itself slowly, almost ceremonially, as if it's been waiting for you to be ready. The light hits its surface in a way that feels like revelation, and there it is, the world. And suddenly everything makes sense. This is the moment the story comes full circle. The tower tore down your illusions, the magician awakened your power, the lovers opened your heart, the chariot gave you direction. The Nine of Pentacles showed you your worth. Judgment called you to purpose. And now, the world wraps it all together in completion. This card is not just an ending, Gemini. It's fulfillment. It's the energy of integration, where every lesson, every tear, every triumph becomes part of the masterpiece that is your life. The world tells you that you've reached the end of a major chapter, and what lies ahead is a new cycle that begins from strength, not struggle. You've earned this moment. You've walked through fire and found your light again. The universe is acknowledging your journey, not just what you've achieved on the outside, but who you've become on the inside. You're stepping into alignment now, into harmony with your destiny. When the world appears, it's as though the universe itself is applauding you. There's a divine rhythm in everything that has happened, even the chaos. Every peace, every heartbreak, every joy was necessary, because without it, you wouldn't have become this version of yourself. Wiser, more compassionate, more grounded, more real. This card radiates completion, but it also carries the whisper of new beginnings, because endings are never truly endings, they're transitions. The world marks the point where you've mastered one phase and are ready to step into another. It's the closing of a book and the turning of a page. And I can feel, Gemini, that what's coming next for you isn't about survival anymore. It's about thriving, about joy, about freedom. You are ready to live the life that once felt like a dream. But the world also asks for something from you, gratitude. Take a moment now to honor everything that brought you here. The people who loved you, the ones who left, the mistakes that taught you, the miracles that found you. Every moment was a teacher. Every challenge was a doorway, and you walked through all of them. There's something poetic about this. Gemini, your entire reading has been about transformation. Yes, but deeper than that, it's been about remembering that change isn't loss. It's rebirth. You don't have to fear the next step anymore. The unknown isn't your enemy, it's your canvas. The world speaks of travel, expansion, and connection. For some of you, this may manifest literally. A move, a relocation, a journey that shifts your perspective. For others, it's an inner expansion, a spiritual awakening that changes how you see yourself and others. Either way, you're opening. You're no longer contained by who you used to be. The world invites you to step fully into your authenticity, to share your gifts, to let your light be seen without apology. I can feel this part of the story like a heartbeat. Slow, steady, peaceful. You've fought long enough. Now it's time to live, to dance again, to trust again, to believe that happiness isn't temporary, that peace doesn't mean boredom, that success doesn't require pain. The world reminds you that fulfillment isn't something you chase. It's something you realize you already carry within you. You have become the very thing you were searching for. And now, as this reading comes to its close, let's bring it all together. From the tower to the world, your journey was never random. It was a sacred process. The destruction, the creation, the love, the action, the mastery, the awakening, all leading to this, completion. The cycle of self-sabotage ends here. The cycle of doubt ends here. The old story ends here. Gemini, the universe is telling you, you made it. You've proven that endings are beginnings in disguise. You've shown that strength isn't the absence of pain. It's the grace with which you rise from it. And now, it's time to celebrate yourself, to own your voice, to walk into your next chapter without the need to explain your worth to anyone, because you've already earned your wings. And what I love about this reading is how your energy has evolved through every card. In the beginning, there was chaos and fear. Then there was awakening, then alignment, then movement, then mastery, then redemption, and now peace. Each card wasn't separate, it was a heartbeat, part of the same soul rhythm. The cards didn't just predict your story, they reflected it. And in doing so, they've reminded you that your power has never been outside of you. It's been here all along, waiting for you to believe in it. Now that you've seen your own light, you can't go back to pretending it's not there. You can't unlearn your worth. You can't unsee your potential. You can't unknow the truth that you are limitless. And I can feel, deep in your energy, that the universe is aligning something beautiful for you. A door is opening, not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped doubting you deserved it. The energy of the world tells me that by the time the next moon cycle completes, you'll be standing somewhere you once only dreamed of. Maybe literally, maybe emotionally, maybe spiritually. But you'll feel it. You'll recognize it, because it will feel like home. There's also a message about love woven through this final card. Not just romantic love, but universal love. You are ready to love again, to trust again, to let your heart soften without losing your strength. You've learned that boundaries and love can coexist. You've learned that independence doesn't mean isolation. You've learned that real love doesn't take from you, it amplifies you. The world is that amplification of everything beautiful you've become. And so, as the reading closes, I want you to take a deep breath. Inhale, hold it, feel your lungs fill with light. Exhale, let go of everything heavy you've been carrying. It's over now. The storm has passed. The lesson has been learned. The path ahead is open. And if you're listening to this now, this isn't a coincidence. You were meant to hear this message. You were meant to be reminded of your power, your resilience, your magic. You were meant to remember that the universe has never forgotten you. Every time you thought you were alone, you weren't. The cards knew, the stars knew, your higher self knew. You were being guided, even through the darkness, toward this exact moment. Gemini, your transformation is complete, but your story is just beginning. You are entering the era of your becoming, the era where you no longer chase your destiny because you are living it. You are not who you were before. You are everything you've survived, everything you've created, everything you've dreamed of becoming, and more. And here's your final message. No matter what happens next, remember this truth. You are whole. You are guided. You are loved. The universe doesn't test you to break you. It tests you to awaken you. And you, dear Gemini, are now fully awake. The world is yours.